tease you about the bagels in a little bit, but first, let's get into this guy. The Spearhead lightweight fiberglass stainless steel multifunction garden hoe. Sale price normally $73, and our friend Ginger's joining us. Hello, Ginger.
Hi, darling.
Thanks for coming in late night.
Great to
What's
see
going
you.
on? I've used this before. I've seen it before.
Yes.
Great invention, first of all, is it not?
Phenomenal invention, like 6 tools in one. I mean, what tool do you know that you have to do all of these things? Making furrows, getting out the weeds, being able to plant my bulbs, being able to put in mixed amendments into my soil, making raised beds, and the list goes on and on and on, and not being able to bend down and use those muscles that you haven't used in forever. And stressing out your body. Who needs to do that? And there it is, mixing in the fertilizer. I want to get into the detail.
So it's a multifunction story here.
It's a multi-function, all in one. This is one of those that you're going to be able to keep at the front of your garage versus in the back where you would use some of the other tools. Even spreading mulch around. And why get new mulch this year? Refresh it by, moving the mulch and kind of turning it over.
Give me a tour of this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Actually, turn yours around so it faces, or I'll turn mine around so it faces this way so you can see the both of them. So what we've done is, you know the Spearhead garden shovel, and this is the same manufacturer that we all know and love, and they wanted to give you something that was going to do all of those jobs. This is like a spear where it's going to get down into the soil and dig. So you can plant all of your plants, you can plant your bulbs. Then both of these sides, and the reason why I have this facing toward the camera, both of these sides are very sharp. So when you're mixing, when you're digging, that's going to be able to cut through the soil. It can also rip out any sort of weeds and get down into, into your soil and really mix it around.
Got it.
And the mixing part right here, those are those 2 windows where you're mixing your soil amendments.
One is closed, one side is closed, one side is open, right? These guys have the windows on the other side.
That's right. One side's closed, one side's open, and then here's your rake to be able to rake into, some of your...
A lot of tools in one, right?
It's a lot of tools in one. It's fiberglass, and it's made out of stainless steel, and it has 2 rivets that are right here. Fiberglass means it's going to be lightweight. I don't want something that is going to be, extra laborious for me to be able to do all of my gardening.
It's going to be lightweight. It's going to last longer,
It's going to be lightweight, and then you have those 2 nice grips where you can kind of have that extension over 5 or right about 5 feet long is what this is.
Nice and easy.
You can see the precision.
Take me through
some
of these things that you're using for.
So here I'm using that spearhead part, and you can use this in between pavers to get out weeds. Nobody wants to go down on their hands and knees to be able to do that. Or getting out on the side of your property if you want to really get that edge back on your property, and you can do that. Around, getting the weeds out from around your plants, now you can do it with precision. Now you can turn that rake around, you can get those weeds out with that rake part too. Mixing your soil, I don't know about you, but I still have bulbs that I did not put into the ground.
Better than a traditional rake,
and
better than a traditional shovel.
Dig a hole.
Right, becomes a garden hoe.
It becomes that garden hoe. And by the way, it's not like your grandma or grandpa's older garden hoe, which did one thing.
Right.
That is so much more. And I have to do the comparison because this is what we're calling this, our garden hoe, but it's not like this one. This one does one thing, and that's moving soil. Unlike this, removing the weeds from individual areas in between those pavers, those hard areas to get in between tiles and bricks, and even getting out that dirt that kind of seems to settle in there. This I find absolutely so satisfying.
Great.
It's
that's why the traditional garden hoe wouldn't be able to do that.
No, it wouldn't be able to get into that with precision, and that's what this does because of that spearhead shape. Making furrows for bulbs, for potatoes, for plants. How about just throwing them in? You don't even have to bend down now. And being able to dig a nice hole. If you want to make a raised garden bed, you can certainly do that with ease now because this has a long extension on it. It's 59 inches. So you really don't need to bend down when you're using this tool. And as I said, 6 tools plus in one, having one tool at your fingertips. Now you can do that with ease, digging holes. I actually have a couple of plants that are right here that I'm going to show you. Super easy, but you kind of get it.
I'm thinking if anybody's downsized, they have less space maybe in their garage.
Yes.
Right? They don't have the room for all those other tools. This one tool can do it all.
That's it.
Created
Right
by
here.
a guy who created the original. What the other tool is? The
spearhead. Yeah, the spearhead shovel. And you know, I have to tell you that one and this one are the two tools that I use the most. Here I have one of Carolyn Gracie's little girl next door. She's selling those little tomatoes. Got that. If you want to be able to put that into their raised garden
like
bed,
that.
you can do that just like that. Guess what else this does? It packs your soil as well. So it's pretty much everything in one invention. It's, you know, when you think I couldn't reinvent something and make it better, yes, you can.
Well,
and
the fact
yes,
is,
we have.
Yeah, there was a time when we listened to our music with an 8-track tape, right? There's different ways of listening to music.
Well, there you go, right?
So gardening has changed as well. Why are you doing it the old-fashioned way? There's a new kit in town. It's called the Spearhead Lightweight Fiberglass Stainless Steel Garden Hoe, multifunction tool, and brought to us by the lovely and talented Ginger.
Why, thank you, darling.
Lovely and talented.
Lovely and talented. I love
How about that? Boom.
Thank you. Mwah.
Hey, good to see you. 72021. Guess what? Bagels coming up at midnight. Sweet. Yeah, brand new flavors.